Morning, people. Well, as you know, I like to be up early while the dew's still on the ground. Well, today we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about news from a bit at home, quite a bit from abroad, and the launch of a new channel that you might be interested in. Keep watching for more info. Morning, people. Welcome back to the channel. Right, today, a little bit of foreign news for a change. I did do a little bit the other day, but a bit of a catch up. And the launch of a new channel. Not mine. Now, yesterday, the figures came in, over the last couple of days, really. And it seems we've got record numbers coming across the channel. We've already surpassed last year's record numbers of 28,000. And we've had that already this year now. And that leaves us still with 3 months in hand. So, but the thing is now, the boots on the ground tell me that it's going to get more difficult to get an accurate count because the Home Office are covering it up again with the big new multi-million pound processing centre and landing stage where they come in. You can't get close enough to film properly, so it's got to be done from a distance. But bear in mind, these are the figures from Dover only. This doesn't include other routes that they're coming. But the guys on the ground will try and find a way around it, suffice to say. And hopefully we might still get some reasonable counts there. So over to you then, Home Secretary. You said 0 boats. We're seeing no evidence of that. But as I say, let's have a look around the world for a few minutes now. First of all, Canada, as usual. Dictator Trudeau there is now being taken to court. I believe by a whole state is taking Trudeau to court over illegal mandates and what have you. I think it was Alberta that had taken this action against him. And I think this should sort him out good and proper. You know, most of his own government think he's an idiot, along with the rest of the world by the looks of it. And where shall we go from there? New Zealand. Old Sugar over there. Well, she's officially ended all COVID restrictions. Nice to see. But has kept the mask mandates in certain areas and places. Public transport, hospitals. Well, hospitals, in one way I can understand, because if there's anything that's going to be transferred, and I don't mean just the lurgy, then that does make total sense. But the way she said it, you know, we're letting people make up their own minds, make their own choices. And then in the next breath, well, we're going to restrict the choices you can make. That's like giving back total freedom of speech and saying, yeah, you got freedom of speech, but you can't say this. So, but, and then we move on back the other side now, Turkey. Now, I don't know whether you've seen the pictures or any reports on it, but there are thousands upon thousands more trekking their way across Europe. apparently Turkey has decided it wants rid of these people. Apparently most of them are Syrian, but you can't guarantee anything with this lot because nobody knows really who they are or where they come from. But to me, from the reports I saw on this, it looked like an army on the march, just thousands of people. But Patel Mark II, you've got a little bit of a reprieve before they get here because they're on foot. And they've got to come all the way across Europe first. But you can guarantee nobody's going to stop them there. Maybe one or two will stand up to them. We don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on things. But that's where they stand over there. Thousands more heading this way. So if you think we got record numbers now, what's going to happen? When this lot reach the French coast, obviously unimpeded by the French, they're going to be trying to get here, aren't they? And we go further east now. Apparently the Ukrainians are winning a war somewhere over there. I say allegedly winning because you can't confirm anything that comes out of there now. No matter who reports it, really. But the noticeable difference, and is noticeable by its absence, is the Russian propaganda, which used to come out more or less on a daily basis. But if you believe some of the reports that are coming from there again, there are those in the Russian government trying to get Putin to step down. But as I say, you can't trust anything from over there, especially mainstream media, our mainstream media. You can't trust a bloody word they say. And then on to closer to home again, you've got Sweden and Italy, which are having general elections, either had them and they're being counted or are having them soon. And the surprise there is that it seems the far right are doing quite well, shall we say. Italy, it's basically a foregone conclusion, looking at the polls. Sweden is going to be a little bit closer. But with some of these things these parties are putting through, which are both coalitions, by the way, they've had to combine parties to beat the lefties over there. Yeah, it's not going to look good for von der Leyen, the dictator from the EU, the European Union, as both want to make a lot of changes, and they won't be able to do most of them while they're still part of the EU. So, crumbling around you, isn't it, von der Leyen? Not working as you wanted it to, is it, love? Nah. Right, we'll leave that there for now, and I want to get on to this new channel that's launched yesterday with its first set of videos. Independent Media Alliance. Now, I'll leave a link in the description to this channel. Now, this is a channel that's dedicated to exposing the abuse in children and how they're not protecting them by the authorities. Now, this first one is an in-depth investigation which has been done by private detectives and people looking into this. And it's all on the Dorset Council, Police, Child Protection Services, and all the other groups that are involved with allegedly protecting our children. And it goes into depth how they're not doing it. Basically putting every obstacle in their way for people looking into it. But there's some horrifying reports to come on it. And it's going to expose a lot of people that have been doing this. So from me, I wish them well. It's Dan that's running it basically from a channel, but it's not just his. There are other people involved in this. So. But anything that exposes this to me is a good thing. They keep on about bleating on about protecting our children, yet we see no evidence of it, or very little. So go give it a look. That's the Independent Media Alliance. There's a link below. I've subbed to it myself, and the first set of videos went up yesterday. If you watch the longer one, I think it was 18 minutes, that explains exactly what's going on, where it's going, where it's heading. The other smaller ones are just individual reports. So please go and have a look. If you don't like the things that are going on, obviously a subscription. As I say, I have. But wish them well with that. And before I go, I did promise to ring somebody yesterday. Mark, if you're watching, mate, totally slipped my mind. I do apologise. I will ring you at some point today. Just let me know when it's convenient for you. Sorry about that, buddy. But anyway, as I say, we'll leave it there for today. I'm on my 10-minute limit now on the timer. I don't try and go on too long. So, and another new sub arrived last night. Welcome to you, whoever you are. You haven't made yourself known to me yet. Please feel free to do so, or just stay in the background. It's entirely your choice. Several avenues of contact, either in the comments below, or there is an email there as well, if you want to comment privately. Perfectly acceptable. So, but I'm saying that, thank you all for your support. It's really encouraging the way the channel's starting to grow a bit now. Slowly, but it gives me time to get used to it. So thank you all, and my respects to each and every one of you for that support. And until tomorrow, or something pops up later, stay strong. No, done it wrong again. Stay safe. Stay strong. Stay free from the clowns and the propaganda and the mind warping. Respects, guys.